Hi, welcome back from break. Thanks for returning. That always looked like cocaine.
What?
Sorry, it wasn't. An itch. Oh my goodness. And welcome back. We give you Seth. Now, in furtherance of the human collective in its own particular timeline that you call history, upon those times which you understand as the decade of the 60s into the 70s, the sexual revolution in that fashion, only spawned from your sexual, let's say, limitations of the 50s. That, let's say, shifted the entire conscious collective to realize a new understanding of themselves in that capacity of sharing each other in, let's say, a different kind of intimate relationship. Only thwarted in the idea of expansion through another overall constructive idea. You had a choice, and you made the choice of that, of sustaining what you call success, money. And upon your 80s, the greed of what you call the Republican idea party became the predominant idea of the world leader, United States. More millionaires were made in the 80s than any other given time. In that fashion of the individual allowing, as what you call in industry, free will, the American dream, to become that of which they are, a millionaire. And with your internet global understanding spawning its idea in and of itself, allowing those who understood it, creating all of these ideas of individual self at the expense of others, sustainable reality, greed, if you will, which is okay, relax. Through that understanding, you played out as a collective that idea as well. You kind of, in a fashion, only grab, well, certainly, only grab what is best as the collective overall psyche, only grab what is conducive for the expansion of the entire collective. And then each individual soul allows those opportunities to be more, let's say, prevalent in the individual realities, to expand themselves beyond the current construct which they call reality, and then pursuing in that fashion more or different realities than the one they are currently understanding. And then you are fulfilling different parts of you for expansion of conscience. So in the limitation of, let's say, the 50s, limiting in only the fashion of sexual expression, although the successful idea of utopia was highly in play, and then let go truly when the sexual revolution, let's say, negated it, and the freeness of being the i.e. hippie, the black sheep of the family, also led to many other constructs which only allowed yourself to become limited in other fashions but expansive in others. So once again, you are all birthing the new human, the new, let's say, earth in that fashion. You're right on schedule, if you will. And now your idea of being the individual self-rich person as, let's say, the massive collective that didn't get to participate in that fashion, in the vast wealth that is among the earth idea, and only a few are, let's say, having it, and there are very few that even have a portion of it, and then of course most of you don't have any of it. And you see through that vision now that something just isn't right. You are now once again shifting to the unity of one, allowing more of you to share your abundance with one another, through your gifts of expression, not demanding in that way, more of those fear-based ideas of self-preservation. You're being one unit more and more. Give us a moment. You're becoming one more unum of all that is in the practicum that you are birthing by being your individual, not at others' expense, self-love. You've shifted from the self-love of preservation, hoarding, Bill Gates' idea. Yes, Bill does donate a lot of money. However, there's a conscious shift available to him to shift the entire paradigm of the internet collective, that of unconditional love, that would only accelerate the accessibility of global communications through a fashion that would be, let's say, not represented in any way, shape, or form, that of monetary. So that construct is collapsing as you, the overall individual collective, from the individual collective of unconditional love, are now, let's say, taking that construct and deconstructing it and reconstructing the new earth in the fashion of sharing your individual abundance with all that is. There are many signs in a fashion of, let's say, the earth collective of limitation holding on to certain paradigms of separation. They will be, let's say, more equatable in vision, in, let's say, awareness, for that is controlled by the ones in charge, for their desperation of that is only showing in their rapidity of showing it over and over and over again, i.e., bad news, new laws, spinning the tails. But the cat, in, let's say, that fashion, is most certainly out of the bag. So in practicum of your own framework, continue with the idea of self-love in all that is, that you know you are. With that as the foundational vibration of the collective, the acceleration of the idea of ascension will only increase as the individual. Once again, do not be concerned for your brethren. They are on their own journey. Thank you. As the individual acts upon their probable selves, probable realities, upon those which are most conducive to the expansion of self, in the expression of the entity you have come to know as Bashar, follow your highest excitement. In the formidable now, in the awareness of your new given ability of awareness from different angles of your own self. Not, let's say, concerning with this one fractal self. Using the tools given to you by the collective as higher selves and other selves. Viewing yourself from those other selves, seeing your reality from a different perspective. Much like you would look upon, let's say, one of your zoo exhibits and seeing the environment they are living in. With that new perspective, you can see what you would call chinks in the armor, if you will, and see where you can, let's say, focus on, let's say, a relative reality idea to better a perspective of yourself because you are viewing yourself with different eyes. an inherent ability to always shift your own conscience from yourself, the one you know, to your probable selves, which are always beckoning, to your other entities, and that of which others perceive you as in your 3D physical reality. You can always avatar your friends, your family, your other selves. So this as a practicum will be put into place so you can view yourself from a new perspective. Attached with that will come the entire vibrational sense and belief system of the where you are choosing to view it from, giving you a new perspective from that view to see what you truly look like in a mirror other than the mirror you are now perceiving. So use this as a practicum idea to expand yourself. And in this, once again, you viewing yourself only puts out telepathically to the collective that which you are, allowing others, urging themselves with their other probable selves in the future, already experiencing them, offering themselves the new reality as a truth, and allowing that now self that you are co-creating with to experience, so you too in that fashion can create that new world and experience that future self that is beckoning you here. You are unlimited. So with the fashion of all of the tools that are available, if you can let go of the paradigm construct on how this is going to, or what is my result, the two main limiting factors, save, let's say, self-deserving, which is partially incorporated with guilt. Those two limiting ideas, if you can put those away for a temporary now, then you can see the acceleration of your ability of yourself in viewership of the entity you consider life, existence. Go beyond yourself and expand the mind beyond itself and allow the mind to become larger, only filling you with more conscience of yourself, allowing more abilities to come in. And that in and of itself only affects the entire conscious collective. That's why it is futile to change the outside once again. Because the outside is, in that respect, your past now. Your past now. Your past now. Wonderful. In eternal gratitude, Seth. Once again, this is Osiphius. This is all we have for this particular now. There is an entity out there, Charles Wright. When you receive this, please contact Roxanne 210-605-5604. She has a message. I bid you a good moment. Adonai. Booyah. Hi, guys.
Hi.
I like Seth. So, was it good?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So I think that's it for today. What's today?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, what are we doing today? Oh, radio show. And we'll get this up tonight. And, oh, I should get this up. What time is it? I'm babbling, I know.
It's 5:03.
Yeah, they should be up by like 7 o'clock. There's a radio show, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock on the West Coast. Enlightenment Evolution Network, Blog Talk Radio. Rob Gauthier will be channeling Treb. Daniel Scranton will be channeling the Creators. Hathor's, Ophelia the Fairy, are probably as 3. And I'll be channeling Osiphius and whoever. So we'll be taking calls, so call in or go to Enlightenment Evolution Network on Blog Talk Radio and tune in. Thanks all for coming. I love you so much. Bye-bye now.